What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush. Let's talk Jets. Hope everybody's having an excellent Monday, minus the fact the team is 0-6 and there's no Easter outside. But today, Coach Glenn met the media with a much different approach and mindset than yesterday's presser, where I thought the post-game presser yesterday was absolutely embarrassing. Like, he came off stubborn, arrogant, and in over his head. Today, he backtracked a little bit, admitted mistakes, which is what you want to see from a first-time head coach. And again, that's the whole thing, reminding ourselves, first-time head coach, they're learning on the job, and it's an excruciating process, and it's going to cost you games, but they've got to build on it and get better, or they're not going to be here very long. So today, Glenn admitted that there were mistakes before half, the handling of it, where he should have at least went for a Hail Mary. He admitted to the confusion. He discussed his taking a timeout, then punting, which didn't like the answer, but whatever. But more importantly, he said Justin Fields took a step back, and he kind of criticized Fields a little bit, which is a big step. But the one comment he said that really pissed me off was that he feared benching Justin Fields because of the perceived backlash, because what that would be portrayed as. Listen, are you worried about Justin Fields' ego because of the signing, the money you gave him, or are you worried about winning games? What's the most important thing here? The overall team or your quarterback? This is not a guy you drafted with a top 3 pick. It's a reclamation project. You're taking a shot in the dark. You're hoping you're getting something, but if you don't, you move on. So to handle it like this, we're feared about the backlash, or we don't want what the perception is going to be. Who cares? If you bench Fields at halftime, you win yesterday's game. You bench him in the third quarter, you win yesterday's game. If you bench him in the fourth quarter, you most likely win yesterday's game. You cost us the game with your decision. Now going forward, if you want to hold everybody else accountable, it starts with your quarterback. He has to be on a very short leash, man. I don't want to hear excuses. Well, there's not this. We got to hold the O-line accountable. Listen, you could say this. The O-line played okay yesterday. The play calling was not great, but okay. But Justin Fields was not throwing the football. He was not running around. He was inaccurate. He looked like he was completely overwhelmed on the field, dazed and confused. If that's the case, you do it in the best interest of the team. You bench Fields, and then say next week, you know what? We'll give him another shot. You work with it. But to me right now, Glenn is going to be defined to how he handles his quarterback, because it should be all, he speaks about competing and being all about winning. And right now he's going to try to tell us that Justin Fields gives you the best chance to win, and I honestly don't believe that. I think Tyrod Taylor does. And slowly but surely, the locker room is going to start speaking out more and more because they see it as well. They knew yesterday that he didn't give them a chance to win the game. They started losing faith. You saw the frustration on the sideline. You saw the frustration with the offensive linemen. You see it all over the place. And now you're going to bring Justin Fields into a game at home where the fans are going to be on edge, ready to boo the living hell out of him if he comes off soft and slow. And that's the whole thing. And the other thing, too, is you can't, the Jets talked about helping Justin Fields. Then help him. Throw a pass to Breece Hall out of the backfield. Work screen passes, quick slant, the quick passing game where you take away thinking and just get rid of it. You have your scripted plays. Do that. Now all of a sudden, Denver's defense was so great, all these things. The Jets, it's like the Jets they're always scared of everything. You know, one thing I always talk about, I know Boomer Esiason was talking about this today too, it's like with the whole Dan Campbell thing. Dan Campbell was ultra aggressive on both sides of the ball. And that's what he had a mindset. Well, listen, I'm coming after you week in and week out. If I fail, I fail. Glenn talked it, but he's not walking it. They literally looked like they were scared to lose or even compete yesterday. Like they were scared to make mistakes. That's not how you change your culture, and that's not a winning mindset. So it starts with Glenn, how he handles this offense and how he handles his quarterback. The other thing you worry about is this is the problem with hiring a defensive coordinator to overhaul your team, and you have the biggest problem on offense. Because who is the offensive guru that's helping this team out? There is none. You know, we all hope when they hired Scott Turner, maybe North Turner could come in. I'd actually give the Jets credit if they hired a consultant. But listen, help us out. Help us build this offense. Because Aaron Glenn loves to talk about, well, I talked to Bill Parcells this morning. I talked to this guy. How about you bring in a freaking consultant for your offense? Own the fact that your offense is not doing what you have. You have a first-time offensive coordinator, a first-time O-line coach, and a quarterback that is just completely lost. Not that he's your future, but if you want to truly act like you're winning, make these changes. Hold everybody accountable, including yourself, saying our offense is not an NFL standard and it has to get better. How about that? So to me, he's defined by this, man. I know everybody's saying one and done, and you still have 11 games left. There's a long way to go. He's most likely coming back next year, but there has to be lines that we put in the sand saying he's got to at least accomplish this. Can they compete on offense? Can they score points? Are they well managed? What's time management? What's game management? Is the quarterback being handled properly? And if not, what's your backup plan? And when you have a backup plan here that is a serviceable backup, you play him. Like, you have Tyrod Taylor for a reason, and he should have played yesterday. So going forward, Glenn, I mean, you've got to figure this out, bro, because you're going to lose the locker room, and this rebuild is going to be 10 times harder than it has to be, especially when you're acting like a jerk to the media. Talk to you guys later.